All right, today we are on our way over to Eli's to give you guys a tour of his shop and his truck. So in order to do that, we got to start up the Camaro. It's been a few days. It's Sunday, last time I drove it was Friday, so this is gonna be a really cold start. It's been like below 20 degrees. So here we go, let's see if it'll do it. Assemble it. Okay. So that's as you guys know from the last video, that is the stock exhaust system that's on there, and it does that, and it's that loud. So with that being said, we're gonna give it a few minutes. Oh, I almost said you guys had a shot there. That being said, we're gonna give it a few minutes to warm up. You know, don't cold drive it, and then we're gonna go ahead and head his way. It's probably like a 30 to 40 minute drive or so. Almost started playing music and got myself in trouble. All right, so I will see you guys at his shop. Okay, so we're getting ready to pull up, and Eli, if you're watching this, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pave your guys' freaking long driveway for me. This is just too much gravel. We gotta go all the way down here into the left, like 20 miles. Nah, I'm just kidding, it's like less than a mile, but definitely too much gravel. But you know, we'll talk to him about that later. So I'll turn the GoPro back on when we're in the shop.
Okay, this is so you guys have seen Casey's builds. You've seen his Camaro, his C10, and his 77 Nova. I'm gonna kind of show you my build and introduce it onto the channel. So what you're looking at here is a 2012 fully loaded Laramie. It's the Laramie HO, so it's got the high output 6.7 Cummins in it. Crew cab, of course, not a mega cab, so this is a crew cab short bed. It's sitting right now, it is sitting on a 5-inch lift with 22 by 35s. So these are 22 TISs, 14 inches wide with a -76 offset on these. The tire is going to be a 35 by 14 and a half by, a 35, 14 and a half, 22 tire. These are Venom Power tires on that. Like I said, the lift is a rough country lift. I have went through, this is actually, believe it or not, this is actually spray painted, and then, you know, good layer of, I've got 3 coats of clear coat over everything, but I've added my accent color as, of course, purple here. You know, painted all that, cleaned everything up. I've painted the frame, you know, added some rock lights and everything in here as well. So we're kind of just making our way around it, just kind of going over everything again here. So this bumper here, I have actually had this custom CNC machined out of Kansas City, Missouri from a guy. It came to me in pieces, and believe it or not, I've actually welded this all together, and I actually had it painted from Extreme Body and Paint down in Jeff City, so they knocked that out of the park there. When I got it, it did not have the clevis mounts in it, so I actually took my plasma cutter and cut that all out and added my clevis mounts in there as well. Just, I was trying to give it a different look than just having, you know, flat metal on that there. Working the way kind of up here, these are, I just got these done. I've color matched these myself. These are just factory, you know, Amazon headlights that I've cleaned up, and I've added, you know, they're all color matched, two-tone. We kind of shine a light on there just so you can kind of see. Like I said, came in with the silver on there, and then came in with the blue as well. So kind of working our way over here, just added this in and got this done on the truck. This is a 2013 Laramie grill. I've added in, we'll show you here in a little bit, but I've added some Sparks Smiths automotive lights in here. So these are, I've got the startup sequential, and these are also sequential turns, but like I said, we'll show you that in a little bit as far as all the lights and everything on the grills, on the grill that I've added in there. So again, color match headlight on this side. Everything, of course, pretty well is, you know, everything on the driver's side, passenger side is pretty well, you know, relatively the same here. Over here on the mirrors, we'll kind of come down this side. The mirrors, of course, right now, these are just factory mirrors that I've added Boost Auto Parts sequential switchbacks in with these as well. So there's a fantastic company to work with.
My favorite mod is the bullet antenna. I think this has the most horsepower.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, added those in as well. I've got LED puddle lights underneath here as well. Gonna kind of just work my way down, not going interior yet, just again kind of going exterior right now. Also added, of course, amp steps in. Had these on for about a year now, and I absolutely love them. Fantastic company to work with there as well. Of course, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. They're just companies I've done, research and everything through.
You've ran their parts for a while.
Yes, and yep, I've ran their parts for a while and just kind of given my little review of everything here. Okay, so now we're going to kind of work our way down the driver's side here. We were over on the passenger side. Like I said, pretty well everything's relatively the same here. Of course, amp steps, of course, too on this side, so there's those. Working our way back, just going to kind of work our way back to the fuel system. So right now I'm running a fast 165 GPH fast fuel system on this truck as well right now. I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe a 165 is rated somewhere around the 700 to 800 horsepower range as far as, the pump is rated for right now. It does have the fast hockey puck heater system on it as well. I've ran that for about 3 years now and absolutely love that as well.
Is the tire size the same back here?
Yep, tire size is the same, still 35, 14, 22s on the back as well.
Same offset?
Yep, same offset. So it's one thing too I like about Dodges over, Chevys or anything like that is I don't have to run wheel spacers. So I'm literally the same size wheel and tire on all four corners. So I can literally take this tire, put it up there, and not have any bit of a problem. So on the back here, of course, went through and kind of cleaned it up. Again, this is all just spray painted, nothing professionally done. I've got airlift, 5,000 pound lift airbags on the back end of it as well. This is, of course, still the same 5-inch rough country lift on the back. It is just a leaf spring block, on the back right here. So as far as that is pretty well everything as far as the lift, other than, of course, the rough country shocks. But like I said, just put the block in and put the shocks on the back for the lift.
So let's get this thing moved and let's show you guys. I just hit my head. Let's get this moved and we'll push it forward and show you guys the back. Okay, so just kind of go over these lights real quick that I was talking about earlier in the video. There's the running light, and then I'm going to jump up to the truck real quick and just hit the turn signal for you. Guys, it is daylight out and they're this bright.
Okay, well, since we're still back here on the back, I just want to kind of go over my exhaust. So right now, I'm running a Flow Pro stainless steel 5-inch all the way turbo back with two 10-inch axle dump, tips on there. So those are 5-inch exhaust to 10-inch tips right now. Also running, kind of while we're underneath there, going over lighting. Those are Orsa cells. Got those from Custom Offsets. Those are their wheel lights. I'm really liking those, thinking about adding some more, quad lights on those, but right now that's what I'm running, right now. Just kind of going over, so I just put this on. I don't have a good review or, haven't had this for a long period of time, but just put the tonneau cover on. This is a Gator truck bed tonneau cover, so I'll give a good review of that, as time comes, but right now that is, like I said, just got that put on, so I don't know how well I'll like it, but just got that put on.
Okay, and here are the sequential lights. Let's get those turned on. Yeah, and then our flashers.
Those are eyes. I might have to install something like that on the Camaro.
All right, so we're going on a test drive real quick, and man, this is a really smooth, quiet ride. Have you done anything to this?
Just added some dyno mat to the interior.
That's it. This is really quiet.
Yep.
Anything else?
Also done a transmission delete.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, just gonna kind of do a rough, quick, walk around of the interior right now. So like I said, 2012 fully loaded Laramie. I've added a few things in with it. I've got an Edge CTS3 monitor. I'll have to go over that a little bit more right now, but like I said, the truck's not running right now, but it reads all my gauges, has all my switches and everything with that. Also kind of coming over, this is an aftermarket. It's an Alpine head unit. I've added that in as well. Try to match the Alpine, factory sound system in this as well. So trying to match and keep everything, as factory and clean looking as possible. Also added up just those lights underneath there are an OPT7 interior light there as well. Done myself. So this is a 950 piece Starlight headliner I've installed and done myself. Wrapped it with a micro suede headliner material. So it's turned out pretty good. Still in the works of possibly, you know, trying to do something different with it again, you know, down the road. But again, my first Starlight headliner, and like I said, I think it turned out pretty good. Yep, so like I said, done a transmission delete on this truck right now. Of course, yes, the transmission is going back in this. We're working with ATS Performance right now, trying to get transmission and everything, you know, built for this truck right now. Stay tuned on that to know what transmission is going to be going in this truck. If you have any suggestions or comments or want to take a guess on what transmission is going in here, just leave that down in the comments.
All right, let's jump up under the hood.
Okay, so just going to kind of run over the engine bay here. Like I said, this is just kind of you know, quick run through as far as everything I have done to the truck up to now. Of course, you know, like I said, big changes going to be coming, you know, in the near future. We'll start kind of right now. We're on the driver's side right now. You know, like I said, I've spray painted and got everything, you know, cleaned up the best I could. I mean, it's kind of dusty and dirty right now. Again, the truck is down. So we got a high-rise intake right here. All my intercooling tubing's painted the same color. It's kind of down below. You can't really see that. I'm going to kind of work my way over to, you know, the head and engine itself. I've got a Fleece Performance ported head on this right now. Also on there is ARP 425 head studs. As far as radiator here, I'm running an Extreme Diesel high flow radiator on here as well, just help with coolant temperatures and everything right now. Was talking earlier, I've got a fast 165 GPH pump on here. It is running just to my stock CP3 right now, so stock CP3 on that, stock injectors as well as of right now. Going to kind of work our way over to the passenger side. So starting kind of passenger side right now, just starting to kind of work our way, you know, again from, you know, fender in. AFE stage 3 intake right now on the truck. Working our way kind of down towards the turbo. So I no longer have a VGT turbo. This is actually a VGT BD Performance, you know, delete kit. So this is just a 64 millimeter BD Performance turbo kit with their exhaust manifold here. Of course, you can see there that you can, you know, if anybody knows or familiar with diesels, you can always know if it's head studded, if it's got a nut and a bolt versus just, you know, a bolt going down through there. So again, ARP 425 head studs. This is also, I've got a Fleece Performance dual thermostat kit on this truck. So I've got a thermostat, a 190 degree thermostat up here, 190 degree thermostat in the back. That again just helps with head temperatures, you know, cools it from front to back evenly and keeps my coolant temperatures down to where I need it. Again, not sponsored by any of these companies, just, you know, giving my review. I've had the head and, you know, all this done for probably about 2 years now on the truck, and I absolutely love it. I've, you know, done everything myself, put the head on, put the, you know, ARP head studs on, turbo. I've done all of it myself. Okay guys, that'll do it on, you know, my quick walk around and, you know, reveal of the truck on this channel. If you guys got any comments or questions or, you know, any products or anything that's going on with the truck, just feel free to leave it down in the comments and we'll get back to, you know, reply to anybody or get back to anybody as quick as we can. Like I said, other than that, that's a pretty good walk around and reveal for the channel, and we'll have to catch you guys next time.